Hello everyone. Welcome to my bold and the beautiful gossip channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers uncover that we have a comings and goings news to share, so this is the very thing fans can anticipate. In the first place, we ought to discuss a strange new person who's been projected. Christian Weissman is joining BNB in the job of Remy Price, and he'll have a fairly disrupting association with Electra Forrester. Will Spencer can't quit thinking about Electra recently, yet it's fine since their fascination goes the two different ways. Electra can't get Will as far away from her as possible either, so their developing sentiments are exceptionally shared. The equivalent can't be said for Electra and Remy's relationship, in the event that they at any point had a genuine one by any means. Remy has a poisonous Electra obsession and will do a few upsetting things once he searches her out. Electra was trusting Remy would become old history, however he'll attempt to make himself part of her present and future. Remy will be found in absolute stalker mode during the 7-day stretch of November 11 to 15, so remain tuned for refreshes on the entirety of his Electra research. In different comings and goings news, R&D Lances affirmed his impending B&B return on X, previously known as Twitter. Lance's own got to a fan that he'd very much want to be a full feast on the show, yet he's thankful to be a hors-d'oeuvre whenever the situation allows. Their R&D Lances guaranteed that there were more starters to come. He made one more post about his rebound somewhat later. Lances explained that his return was without a doubt underway, however it won't be the full dinner he was expecting. It's coming. A lil canapé on the way soon. Value you, Lances said because of an inquisitive watcher. Since Justin is Bill Spencer's right-hand man, he will in general get messed up in tight spots. Bill might drag Justin into much more situations, so we'll perceive the way he fits in the forthcoming show. This could have something to do with Luna Nozawa assuming Justin faculties that Bill's showing compassion for her. Justin could exhort against assisting Luna with getting off the snare and push Bill to place her in the rearview reflect. The bold and the beautiful and the lovely spoilers say R&D Lances will repeat his job as Justin hairstylist and make a splash, so stay with us for expectations on any difficult situations. Christian Weissman is joining BNB in the role of Remy Price, and he'll have a rather unsettling connection to Electra Forrester. Will Spencer can't get Electra off his mind lately, but it's fine since their attraction goes both ways. Electra can't get Will out of her head either, so their growing feelings are very mutual. The same can't be said for Electra and Remy's relationship, if they ever had a real one at all. Remy has a toxic Electra fixation and will do some disturbing things once he seeks her out. Electra was hoping Remy would become ancient history, but he'll work to make himself part of her present and future. Remy will be seen in total stalker mode during the week of November 11 to 15, so stay tuned for updates on all his Electra research. In other comings and goings news, R&D Spears confirmed his upcoming B&B return on X, formerly known as Twitter. Spears admitted to a fan that he'd love to be a full meal on the show, but he's grateful to be an appetizer whenever possible. After R&D Spears promised that there were more appetizers to come, he made another post about his comeback a little later. Spears clarified that his return was indeed in the works, though it won't be the full meal he was hoping for. It's coming. A little appetizer on the way soon. Appreciate you, Spears said in response to a curious viewer. Since Justin is Bill Spencer's right-hand man, he tends to get tangled up in sticky situations. Bill may drag Justin into even more predicaments, so we'll see how he fits in the upcoming drama. This could have something to do with Luna Nozawa if Justin senses that Bill's taking pity on her. Justin might advise against helping Luna get off the hook and push Bill to put her in the rearview mirror. Whatever the case, the bold and the beautiful spoilers say Aaron D. Spears will reprise his role as Justin Barber and shake things up, so stick with us for predictions on any tight spots. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the following 2 weeks, November 11 to November 22, uncover that Forrester manifestations will stay swirling over trust Logan's terminating, yet Katie Logan will caution Steffi Forrester and Edge Forrester about the PR bad dream they're releasing. During the 7-day stretch of November 11 to 15, Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes will likewise have a confrontation that brings a life-changing inquiry. Brooke will be the person who asks it, yet it'll be Taylor's response that makes a splash and rankles her opponent. B&B spoilers hint that Taylor will presumably discover a good method for destroying the Logans and cause it to look more appealing. At Il Giardino, Minister Sharp will discuss the expectation issue with John Finnegan. Despite the fact that Minister will demand Trust's unmentionables fall was a mishap, Finn will see that as difficult to accept. Back with Edge and Steffi, they'll think about Carter Walton's unusual choice to turn into Trust's hero unexpectedly. Steffi and Edge simply will not stall why Carter is so out on battling for Trust and her line. At the lodge, Carter will show Trust a few papers and gloat about a revelation. Edge and Steffi will some way or another commit an error that helps Carter on his way to vindicate, so who clarified his large thought for Trust. In the interim, Bill Spencer will get one more abnormal letter from Luna Nozawa. Now that Luna knows Bill and Poppy Nozawa separated, she'll be not entirely set in stone to get a reaction out of her previous mentor. Luna might truly want to make charge her old flame right now, yet she could expect a few visits to begin. Maybe Luna will attempt to persuade Bill to give her some lawful assistance and get her moved to a mental office. Done with Elektra Forrester, she'll give up to enticement with Will Spencer. Will and Elektra ought to allow themselves to fall into a sizzling first kiss, so Elektra will like where this sentiment is heading down. It'll be significantly better compared to the past Elektra got away when she came to Los Angeles with Ivy Forrester. Elektra will open up to Ivy and express help since a person named Remy Price is out of her life. All things considered, a few worries will rise for Elektra when she's pushed into the Forrester spotlight thanks to this Gems line recovery. The last thing Elektra needs is for Remy to follow her to LA and create issues. Tragically, Remy is going to re-emerge since he's a stalker who can't get Elektra somewhere far away from me. During the 7-day stretch of November 18 to 22, Elektra might get the creepy inclination that she's being watched. It's additionally conceivable Remy will send Elektra a disrupting gift or two and at last affirm her most awful apprehension about him finding her. Obviously, Will might guarantee that he could allow any mischief to come to Elektra, however, shouldn't something be said about Will himself. Might Remy at any point target Will and attempt to take out the opposition with alarming outcomes? Back with Carter and Trust, it appears as though they'll push ahead with their vindictive plan. The Forrester-Logan fight ought to deteriorate thanks to this arrangement and the sides that get assumed control over it. The bold and the beautiful spoilers expressed the following 14 days will bring a few stunners and purges, so we'll pass along additional storyline forecasts and updates on all the staggering news ahead. Ridge and Steffi will somehow make a mistake that helps Carter on his path to revenge, so he'll explain his big idea to Hope. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer will receive another weird letter from Luna Nozawa. Now that Luna knows Bill and Poppy Nozawa broke up, she'll be even more determined to get a response out of her former father figure. Luna would really like to make Bill her love interest at this point, but she might hope for some visits to start. Perhaps Luna will try to convince Bill to give her some legal help and get her transferred to a psychiatric facility. Over with Elektra Forrester, she'll surrender to temptation with Will Spencer. Will and Elektra should let themselves fall into a sizzling first kiss, so Elektra will like the direction this romance is going in. It'll be a lot better than the past Elektra escape when she came to Los Angeles with Ivy Forrester. Elektra will open up to Ivy and express relief since a guy named Remy Price is out of her life. That said, some concerns will bubble up for Elektra when she's thrust into the Forrester spotlight thanks to this jewelry line revival. The last thing Elektra wants is for Remy to follow her to LA and cause problems. Unfortunately, Remy is about to resurface since he's a stalker who can't get Elektra out of his head. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.